Let's get this shit started. Afternoon, everybody. And this is why what little is left of the United States, there's one great thing about it, and that is playoff weekend. Best weekend in the NFL. You see the headline, Showtime versus Sunshine, or the other way around, Sunshine versus Showtime. Lawrence against Mahomes. Should be a great game today. Okay. And I'm I'm gonna pick the Chiefs, but I believe Jacksonville will cover. Trevor Lawrence is playing on a high level right now. So give Trevor Lawrence a lot of credit. On the other hand, this is old hat for Patrick Mahomes. I look at him as the best quarterback in the planet. And what Andy Reid did with him this year is incredible. He broke him down, all the way down, and built him all the way back up. So congratulations to Patrick. What's up, Iman? Congratulations to Patrick. And it looks like he will be the NFL's most valuable player again for the second time. So congrats to Patrick. And it's snowing. It's starting to snow out in Kansas City right now. And we'll see. Here in the Northeast, it's going to be a clear night. It'll probably be 48 degrees and clear for the Giants and the Eagles tonight. I like the Giants to win that game outright. And I'm not New York biased because I don't like the New York teams. I just think the Giants are playing better. This is division rivals. And I just think Philly being so banged up, bro. I don't like Philly. Yeah, it's beginning to snow in Kansas City. They're going to be playing in the snow today in Arrowhead. Just to let you guys know. Yeah. They're going to be playing in the snow in Arrowhead. Let me read this. My boy hits me up with this. You know, MVP has won the Super Bowl since Kurt Warner. Over 20 years? You mean not win the Super Bowl or won the Super Bowl? I know Mahomes first, when they didn't get to the Super Bowl, they lost to New England in overtime. I remember that one. Aaron Rodgers, every year, he has not. Because Aaron Rodgers has won 4. In the last 11 years, he never even got back to a Super Bowl. People seem to forget the year Aaron Rodgers won his Super Bowl, Green Bay was the 6th seed because he missed a lot of the later half of the season because in Aaron's young career, he had concussion problems. And you overcame it. Brady lost to the Giants. As a matter of fact, Brady lost twice as an MVP. He lost to the Eagles also. Manning lost to the Saints. That's true. Sure did. Peyton lost to the Saints. And he lost to the Seahawks. Exactly. So this man, my boy up here, Iman Perry's coming with the facts, folks. That is true. That's all real shit he's saying. Cam Newton didn't win, that's right. Got his ass kicked by Von Miller. Super Bowl 50 in Santa Clara. Facts. That is true. Who won the MVP last year? Oh, of course, Aaron Rodgers. That's 0-4 as the MVP of the league. So Iman's bringing. Hey, Iman, you want to come up? You can, bro. I dropped the link. Come up, bro. I'll be on the kickoff of the Kansas City Jacksonville game. And it is beginning to snow in Kansas City, and they will be playing through the snow today in this game in Arrowhead. They'll be playing through the snow. So tomorrow we got Buffalo and Cincinnati. And we'll have the death match of Dallas and San Francisco tomorrow evening. I will be on after that game tomorrow evening. So pop up around 10:15. We'll discuss both games. Let me find out. Oh, you're at work at the plantation. Okay. I got you, man. I'll keep you entertained for the next hour and a half. Let's do tonight's game. Plain and simple. Philly is banged up and the Giants are believing. I'm going to tell you right now, Giants win this game today. And this is not funny coming out of my mouth. The word is Daniel Jones' base salary. And he's an unrestricted free agent, folks. Anybody can sign Daniel Jones from the Giants. They cannot give him the franchise tag because they didn't pick up his option. Now, let me say this. Daniel Jones, 12 touchdowns, 5 picks. Most franchises would not bring him back. The reason why the Giants are bringing him back and going to pay him is something I said about the Miami Dolphins the other day. Certain franchises like image, and they want their quarterback to be a certain way. And Daniel Jones, you guys are laughing. Daniel Jones checks all the boxes when it comes to image of the National Football League. Guys like Daniel Jones, Matt Ryan, these are the type of guys that franchises and owners dream is their quarterback in the face of their franchises. And you look around the NFL, let's see. Josh Allen, no. Tua, definitely not. Mac Jones, no, he's a hillbilly. Zach Wilson, no. That's one division out of the way. Kenny Pickett, maybe. But in Pittsburgh, you could wear a baseball cap and drive a pickup truck. So I don't know about Kenny Pickett. Patrick, our boy Joe Burrow, no. Because of the way he dresses. No, Tua is not an image guy, bro. You know where I'm going when it comes to image, bro. Yeah, he's a hillbilly. Yeah, Mac Jones. Yeah. Hell no for Deshaun Watson, and hell no for Lamar Jackson. Trevor Lawrence, if his hair was cut, if he went corporate, yes, but he ain't going that way. And Jacksonville don't want him to go that way. So that's another one that's not on the list. Then you got the Colts don't have a quarterback. Houston don't have a quarterback. And those two guys wouldn't be anyway. Okay. And who's the fourth team in that division? Tennessee, Tannehill, yes, to a degree. See, Tannehill fits Nashville. You get what I'm saying? He with the beautiful blonde as his wife, Lauren Tannehill is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. 2 beautiful children. Tannehill, if he was a better player, he would be an NFL's dream to represent the league. Mahomes, yes, to a degree. Russell Wilson, definitely. He fits the image. Herbert, no, he's a surfer boy / surgeon. And that's good for him because after his football career, the NFL is paying for his medical bills, man, for medical school for him. So Dr. Justin Herbert is not an image for the NFL. And Russell Wilson is. So, and who else in that? The Raiders, Tom Brady is to a degree, but Brady don't want to do that shit. Brady wants to model and be in that crowd. That's the type of guy. Brady's not an NFL guy. He should be, but he's not. Because Tom Terrific likes to be part of the boys, and he likes to show off his style and his suits because he has a tremendous image. But I think the Giselle and him breakup is going to hurt him a little bit. Daniel Jones, yes. Dak Prescott, yes. Redskins don't have one. Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts, no. Rodgers, no. And the reason why he's known because he's too controversial with his ways, and he's very Aaron Rodgers is very about me, and you don't want that in a league like the National Football League. It's about the shield, remember? Justin Fields, maybe. Maybe. Jared Goff, no, too much in his personal life. I'm not going to get into. And Kirk Cousins should be, but Kirk doesn't win enough. And then in the West, he should be, but he doesn't win, Iman. You know that. You know in the playoffs he doesn't play big. Your team just beat them in your backyard last week. Hey, how did that go when you was rocking your Giant gear last week after beating the Vikings out in Minneapolis? Curious to hear that. In the Bubba division, which is the NFC South, there's nobody there. And then in the West, if Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl, yes. And that's it. Seattle don't got nobody right now. Who else is Seattle got nobody? Matthew Stafford had his magical year, he's gone. Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl, he would be the story of a lifetime. Mr. Irrelevant. Jimmy G got hurt. And then all hell broke loose in San Francisco. They haven't looked back since. And who's the fourth team in that division? Seattle. Oh, Kyler Murray, no. So you're looking at one, a potential two in Brock Purdy. You got one, Daniel Jones, maybe Brock Purdy, Russell Wilson, definitely. Dak Prescott, that's potentially four guys. Patrick Mahomes, five. And if Tannehill played better, he would definitely be at the top of this list. So you're looking at five guys that ownership, PR departments, Madison Avenue will love to see these guys. But the problem with this whole mix, Mahomes ain't gonna wear no suit. Mahomes is I see you, Iman. Mahomes is blue jeans and a baseball cap, and he's down to earth people. Trevor Lawrence, who should be, but he ain't gonna cut his hair. And he's with the girl. He's the Trevor Lawrence. What he did last week after he won, he took the whole offensive line and other teammates to the Waffle House. What? Oh, come on, man. If that doesn't tell you the type of guy he is, nothing else will tell you. I'll tell you a guy that they would love to change his image and they will market him even more, and that's Travis Kelce. But because Travis Kelce loves the sisterhood, they look at him and go, no, we can't fuck with you like that. You know? They don't fuck with Travis Kelce. You may see him here and there. Come on up. You may see him here and there. Your boss talk mad shit to you. Yeah, he shut up now. Nigga, you just came from the Waffle House. Melina's in the building. How you doing, baby girl? I just came from the Waffle House. Nigga, come on, man. It was damn good. Blueberry waffles. Oh, man. You couldn't pay me to go to Waffle House, man. I go. My diner delivers to me down the block. They say, "Hey, Mace, anything you need, man, hit us up." I do. So it's Kuma's in the building. So we got Melina in here. Good to someone say hello to everybody right now, except Sean, because Sean comes up here, he gets his royal treatment. Sean was terrific with me all day today with information. We'll talk about it. If Sean comes up, we'll talk about Vic Fangio, maybe the next defensive coordinator of the Miami Dolphins, because he's tight with Mike McDaniel. So You may get that news sometime this week. So if the Dolphins make that move, that will be the best move they made in a long time. And then guys like me don't have to worry about them during the offseason. I won't talk about them no more. Good, and I'll be saying, thank God, God's great. I don't have to talk about that franchise no more. It's Akuma in the building. What's up, fam? Miss Melina in the house. Good to see Miss Melina up here. Miss her up here. She's been busy doing her court stuff. Good for her. Oh, man. Miss Melina in the building. Afternoon to you, love. Sean, you coming up, bro. I'll let you up in a second. Of course, me and this man go back 4 years since the day I arrived in these YouTube streets. My man. My boy. Great. Iman Perry in the building. I know he loved that Laker comeback last night. Oh, my God. What a collapse by the Memphis Grizzlies. Then Iman told us about the fight that was about to happen between the Grizzlies center, I forgot, Adams. Yeah, 4 years, Sean. March of 2019, family. Yeah, that's when I came and been around. I was in TD's room. We had the great quarterback debate in there. You know, I was in Jordan Love's corner from day one. Oh, I didn't even see him. I didn't even see my man. And he'll, if a Dallas Cowboy win tomorrow night, I hope to have Raven up here to celebrate. My boy, Raven Knight in the building, the Knight's Palace. Oh, man, good to see everybody today. One of the reasons why I don't give Sean an applause, because when Sean comes up here, he gets a rousing standing ovation when he comes up on the panel. So he gets his love when he comes up here. Raven's in traffic a lot of the time. I'll have that 49er Cowboy thumbnail up tomorrow so you guys can see it. It's going to be pretty good. Raven's the villain. Of course. Why wouldn't you, bro? All the work you put in to make me shine, make us shine. Yo, bro, seriously, I know you give EM shit. That doesn't bother me. But the one thing I love and appreciate about you, baby bro, you look out for Big Bro, and Big Bro looks out for you. And the way your nuggets are looking right now, bro, I gotta start saving up some money. Send your ass business class out to Denver for your championship parade that you deserve. Okay? You deserve to go there. That's a once in a lifetime shit. To go to your favorite team's parade when they win the title? Yeah. I'm feeling good, man. I'm alive to see another day. Maria Taylor looks hot today on NBC. They're going to be playing in the snow, folks, in Kansas City. The snow is beginning to come down. Nuggets look unstoppable, folks. I said it back in June. Fred Ward, of course. Fred Ward think he knows everything, which he fucking doesn't. Was giving me major pushback. And T was giving my boy here, Big Money Sean, pushback about Jamal Murray. Let me tell you something about Jamal Murray, okay? I didn't know Murray was this good. And I'm glad that Denver put my team in their misery. And I don't have to see Jamal Murray anymore. I watched Murray last night because guys like me, Sean, um, Dutch, Dutch, Dutch fan. We got the NBA League Pass, so I get to see everybody. That's why when you see me putting the thumbnail, this game and that game, it's because the ESPN games, and they've been showing a lot of Denver lately. Yeah, you sure did. They've been showing a lot of Denver. I told you guys the other night, get used to Denver. Murray is Sean's nigga. And Jamal Murray Denver looks unbeatable. They look fucking unbeatable. And it's looking at, watch out for Zion, though. Because when Zion comes back this week, that's going to be a 3-team race. And I said this last night. Denver plays New Orleans 3 times, twice in late March and once in early April. So watch that. Because things change as the season goes on. Memphis last night, that was a horrible loss. They lost to Dennis Schroeder. If you saw the end of that game last night, Memphis had a 6-point lead with less than a minute to go, and they just choked it away. And I agree with Mark Jackson. That is damaging to Memphis. You talk all that shit, and then you let Dennis Schroeder beat you, a one-man gang, beat you. And it was a great steal on number 16 from Memphis. And then my question is this. Why wasn't the ball in Ja Morant's hands? That's why Ja Morant gets paid $230 million, folks. He just signed a 5-year extension. So he's in Memphis the next 7 years. Well, I watched Denver last night put a dunking exposition on the Indiana Pacers. Yep. Juan Z's in the building. What's up, Juan? And don't look now, folks. And I'm going to watch them tonight. They're in Sacramento. That is the marquee game tonight. Since Maxey has returned, a young man that all you people laughed at me a year ago in the NBA playoffs when he destroyed the Toronto Raptors by himself. Tyrese is back. Philadelphia looks invincible. I told you people back in June, there's only 2 teams in the East that can win an NBA title. Milwaukee, Philly. Embiid is getting tired of hearing about how great Jokic is, Doncic is, Ja is, and now he has re-entered himself into the MVP race. So give Philadelphia a lot of credit, because usually Philadelphia has always been the type of franchise, and don't get mad at me what I'm about to say, that Philadelphia dogs it a lot, 76ers. I mean, my brother was a diehard Philadelphia fan. God bless his soul. He loved Dr. J, and they used to break his heart all the time. I mean, very few teams have the collection of talent that those 76ers had. They couldn't win a title. They get Moses, they win a title. Embiid, and I know people are going to say, well, he's looking more and more like Moses Malone. And that's scary for the entire. They are rampaging the 76ers, the West Coast. Okay? Destroyed Portland the other night to the point where Dame was out of it. Demoralized Damian Lillard. That's not easy to do. I was watching a little bit of his press conference from that game Thursday night. That whole team was demoralized what Philly did to them. Maxey's a great player, folks, and you keep sleeping on Philadelphia. I keep telling you. There's just something about the Celtics I don't like. But they're a damn good team, Boston. They're damn good. Getting ready for Kansas City and Jacksonville. I like Boston. I watch them more than anybody else. They come on my, as you would call algorithms, they come on my TV all the time. I see the Celtics a lot. They're damn good. But I just get the feeling everybody doubt Maxey. Don't sleep on the young man. You damn right. Philadelphia, folks, watch out. They're the only team, them and Milwaukee, that can go to the West Coast and win the NBA title. And if I'm young Sean, I love Sean, he knows that. You better keep an eye out on Philly. Okay? Milwaukee's sleepwalking. That's what they're doing. Say what's up to Juan Z's. Milwaukee is sleepwalking right now. That's what they're doing. They're pacing themselves. They'll turn it up in March. That's when Milwaukee will begin to turn it up for them. I'll be in Philadelphia this spring. Check out the ambiance, one of my favorite cities. Show you some of hope Juan Z's hook up. Show you some of the delicacies of that great city. I'll munch on a pretzel for you. Best pretzels in the world is in South Philadelphia. You know. This fall, I will be up in Buffalo a couple of times with their home schedule. All I have to do is hop on a plane. I'm in Buffalo in 45 minutes. I'll be in Buffalo sometime this year, a couple of times. I'll make about 2 or 3 trips before the snow starts coming down there. But back to Maxey and the Sixers. They're coming. You know, Cleveland wants to play around and let this boy, Donovan Mitchell, do load management. Cleveland, you are out of your goddamn minds. I was so pumped up Wednesday night, everybody, for Ja versus Mitchell. You know what Mitchell does? Well, I hit 71, I hit 46, and I had a 34-point game. I'm going to take load management against Ja, huh? Really? You know, I can understand. Believe it or not, I don't think everybody hates Kawhi Leonard because he started this shit. I could understand him. He's a megastar that has won 2 chips. Okay? Him, I will give a break. But when I see guys like Giannis doing it, he did it last week in Miami, didn't play neither game. And I'm looking at Giannis like, are you real? Nigga, are you real? One of your biggest rivals, and you're going to take load management both games? That shit got to stop in the NBA. Got to. I give LeBron a pass, AD, because AD's banged up. He's always hurt. He wants to take load management. I don't have a problem with him. LeBron wants to 20 years in the NBA. He wants to do it. I don't have a problem with him. You know, Donovan Mitchell, I have a major problem with him. I do. Go out there and play. You are having a monster MVP season, Donovan. Play. Stop the bullshit and play. John Morant, different story. They have to pull him out of the lineup so he could take his day off. And that's real talk. That's no BS. That's real, what I just said. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Denver's schedule. The first time they play New Orleans is Tuesday night. That's going to be interesting. In New Orleans, Giants should be back that game. And then I will do this game for you Wednesday night. Folks, they're in Milwaukee Wednesday night. And Giannis, because he don't like Jokic, he will be on the court Wednesday night. I promise you that. Because they had battles in the Euro League this year in the summertime. They don't like each other. Okay? You better damn believe, the late Don Cornelius used to say, you can bet your bottom dollar Giannis will be on the court and try to send Jokic a loud message Wednesday night at the Mecca. And then guess where? And we'll have this game next Saturday, and it's on ABC, believe it or not. Guess where Denver goes next Saturday? You guessed it. At Philly, 3 o'clock Eastern, next Saturday. Exactly 167 minutes and a half from now, they will be in Philly. Okay. So we'll see Denver Wednesday, and we'll see Denver Wednesday night at Milwaukee. We'll see them next Saturday afternoon at 3:00 against Philly. This is a big part of their schedule. I'll tell you who Denver plays. This is the next group of their schedule. At the Pelicans, the Thunder tomorrow. That will not be easy. Thunder is playing great basketball. Thunder tomorrow, at the Pelicans, at Milwaukee, at Philly, the Pelicans, Golden State, Atlanta, home and home with the Timberwolves. That's their next 8 games. So we'll see who can cool off the Nuggets. And then their next group is at Miami, Dallas, at Cleveland, at Memphis, Clippers. And then Memphis at home, Brooklyn. Basically, the rest of the way they play also around. And they're at the Knicks. That's their mid-March schedule. And after that, they got Milwaukee at home 2 months from tonight. That's in 60 days from now. We'll do that one. They got Philly at home. So the way the NBA schedule did this, they play the 2 teams they play on the road next weekend, and they play them 2 months later at home. Pelicans again, at Phoenix, Golden State again. They play 2 games at Phoenix in April, Utah in April, and watch Sacramento. So I'm going to tell you guys. Watch for Sacramento. All right, we got an hour before kickoff. Let me see what guys are saying in the chat room. Here, Juan Z's. No, he haven't said nothing. Miami is here. Come on up. I'll drop the link again. Give me a couple of minutes, Mr. Miami. Get up here. Iman's at work. Appreciate you guys in the clouds. Thank you so much. Just hit the like button. Appreciate you guys. I know this is what you guys like of me, when I just stick to the sports. And you're going to see a lot more of that, I promise you. I told you Giannis ain't getting another ring. Oh, you don't know. Everybody knows Giannis' next destination. The whole world knows that. We all know he's going to Toronto next. That's for damn sure. All right, Miami will be up here in a minute. Let me see what Miami says. Remember, Miami is firing. Miami fired Paco, his old groundskeeper. He wanted $80 an hour. Mr. Miami said, "Kiss my ass, get the hell out of town." And now he's cutting grass for the LA Rams in Dodger Stadium. Miami's in the building. It's my boy. See what Iman says? Iman says he's not getting another ring. Hey, he keeps doing load management. You may be correct. Remember, Giannis is a young 27-year-old. This is not a 35-year-old player. Okay? All right. Snowing in Kansas City, Maria Taylor looks real, real nice in her nice coat, down coat. All out there. It's coming down, folks. They're going to be playing in the snow today. And I don't want to hear any of these crybabies. You know, these corporate millennial fans, these white suburban, and I don't mean that this is not racially, this is a fact, who complain, oh, how come they have to play in bad weather? Because that's football. That's the name of the sport. That's what the sport is all about. Let me tell you, if it's Buffalo and Kansas City next week, I'm not going to lie. If I'm a Chief fan, I'm furious. Miami is here. Let me say what's up to family right here. Mr. Miami in the building.
What's up, Coach?
How you doing, family?
All right, just sitting back chilling. About to watch this game.
Oh boy, Sean, about 3 hours ago, and you're gonna love this. That I told people like Manzano this was gonna happen. Mike McDaniel is flying in himself on his own dime, Vic Fangio this week.
This week?
Yeah. Miami ain't playing no more. Shit, they can do what they want.
That'd be a good pickup.
Hell yes. Miss Melina says hello to you, family.
What's up, Sister Melina? How you
Yeah, we
doing?
miss Melina up here. And we love you, baby. I'm good. I mean, I feel better. I'm gonna be at Mom's house after I do this show here at 4:30. I should be there for the first series of the game, unless they're gonna do national anthem.
Hear somebody sing.
All right, this game, I'll be at Mom's house for kickoff. Folks, this game ain't gonna kick off to 4:45 p.m. today. And they got the clock on the lower right hand corner of your television. This is NBC's last game of the year.
And next week is the last week of CBS.
Yep.
NFL.
Doesn't feel the same. But Joe Buck ain't doing the Super Bowl with Trey Aikman on Fox. Doesn't feel the same to me. Does not.
I stopped watching Fox.
I know you don't really care for the NBA unless it's the Heat. Did you enjoy the roasting period I just did?
No, I missed that part right there.
Yeah, killed Giannis, killed Donovan Mitchell, killed Memphis. They choked the last night down the stretch. That Dennis Schroeder beat them.
Miami Heat could say they beat Janet. What's that dude name?
Giannis.
Giannis.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Or the city of Milwaukee twice.
Oh, Miami's so cool.
Twice.
No, that was gutless by him and not playing last week. Donovan Mitchell was even worse. You putting up these numbers, and then when it's time to play Showtime against Ja, I'm gonna do load management. I'm not playing tonight in Memphis. Fucking ass.
To live and die in Green Bay.
That's right, baby.
In Milwaukee.
Green Bay. That's me right now, folks.
The heat is on. The heat is on in Milwaukee. To the streets.
That's right. Dan Quinn interviewing for, I believe, it's an AFC team he's going to go visit this week. I'm trying to think. He's going to the Houston. He's going to check out the Houston coaching job.
Oh, shoot.
This week. So, Dan Quinn was a good coach. The problem with him is sometimes you're better as a coordinator than a coach. Like Vic Fangio. He comes to us, bro. I promise you that defense will be the way it should have been playing.
Our defense going to be stronger.
Hell yeah. Remember, we got folks. I know you're tired of me talking about them, and I don't really like talking about them right now. Dolphins got a young defense, and we started to see the best of Bradley Chubb late in the year. In that playoff game, he was a beast against Buffalo. But we'll talk about the Dolphins in March when free agency starts. March 12th, which is exactly 9 weeks from today. No, excuse me. I'm wrong. 7 weeks from today will be the beginning of free agency in the NFL. I'm going to cover it like no other. In those days, you can negotiate, and then you announce your deals on the 15th. And by the way, I will be on the air March 15th, folks, at 8 o'clock in the morning. I will give you that. 8 o'clock, I'll be on the air and let you know who's going where.
Got my ESPN app. I wish NFL Network had one.
Mm-hmm. And Shake Money's in the building.
What's up, brother Sean?
I just said the news. Shake, come up, Shake, and I'll drop the link. I'll be on the 3:30, folks.
What's up, brother Shake Money?
According to Big Money Sean, he's my man. Mike McDaniel, on his own dime, is going to bring in Vic Fangio for an interview this week. So
cool.
One thing about McDaniel I like, unlike Brian Flores, McDaniel don't give a damn. Yo, if he wants something done, he's gonna get it done. While Brian Flores had a bunch of flunkies under him, because Brian Flores, and I hate to say this about Flores, if there is one negative about Brian Flores, he the type of coach that if someone is blowing up on his coaching staff, he feels threatened. Choose, choose, choose. You know, Raven's a
What's
big,
up, Reverend Knight?
yeah, he's a big Mahomes fan. What's up, Shake?
Hey, by the way, I've been telling people this, and you heard it here from me first. If they can't land Big Fangio, I guarantee you they're going to pick up Chris Kasarik from the 49ers, defensive line coach, for two reasons. Number one, he has familiarity with the coach. Number two, he was here before already. And number three, the PR team is going to say, hey, he helped defensive linemen like Nick Bosa and Kinlaw and these other guys to kind of sell him to the fan base. Watch, Chris Kasarik is going to be. I want to be shocked if we can't land Big Fangio. He's one of the candidates that's thrown in there.
I am shocked Fangio just walked away from Atlanta. I mean, I don't know why he did that. I mean, Atlanta. Look, I gave those two clowns 2 years, but the one thing about the Falcons I do respect about them, they do play hard. There are days, there are games. You scratch your head, and go, what happened? Did you guys show up? And then there's games you'd be like, damn, how did they beat this team? I think Atlanta is a good draft away from really turning. That division is very winnable. It's clearly the worst division in all pro sports, by the way.
Oh, another place to look out for. Somebody was saying that Houston Texans might be another spot, especially for
DeMeco Ryans who played there.
Yeah, especially for for Sean Payton. He's gonna get the number one. Like he's gonna get a good draft pick, his own quarterback. You know what I mean?
Take a quarterback. You're right about that. No, go ahead, Shake. You're making an excellent point. Go ahead.
Yeah, and plus Banjo is already in Texas, so Texans.
You think Sean Payton? Let me ask you guys this: you think Sean Payton will coach again with these jobs that are open? Especially if it's the Charger job, they're not going to fire the guy, which I think is just stupid.
Possibility.
Oh, you think like I think he'll stay at Fox 1 year.
I can see him. I can see Sean Payton. I can see Sean Payton coaching this year. Well, you might stay on TV. He might.
That's what I think he's gonna do. Oh, by the way, Melina says hello to Shake. The Shake has rejoined us. I know I've been gone for a while. You people know that. Good to see Shake in here.
And also look for if that defensive line coach for 49ers, look for Leslie Frazier.
I'm not laughing at you, man.
Frazier got that.
I cannot hire a coach who blew a lead with 13 seconds left in the game. I can't do it. And you got Dan, who's a big Buffalo fan, that says the same thing. Speaking of that, speaking of Buffalo, I told this to Sean this morning, and Sean fell out of his bed. And Shake don't know this. Do you know that Tony Manzano is no longer with us? You know that?
What do you mean?
He has joined the Bills Mafia.
He turned the heel.
Yeah, he was on the Dolphins tailgate last night.
Yeah, he was upset that in Larry L's room they really roasted him yesterday. He said. He told us up here they really roasted him up there. And he said he's had enough. He said he's going somewhere with a quarterback. He would only go somewhere else if Rodgers goes to Tennessee. If Rodgers goes to Tennessee, then he's going to Tennessee. Just gaming and waiting to tick off. There you go, Raven. Raven, you the man, bro. You're the man, Raven.
I'm staying with Miami. I'm still gonna ride Miami. The day they put me in the ground, cremated.
There you go. There you go.
See,
Look,
this is what pissed me off. This is what pissed me off. That you know, when somebody gets roasted, like he said, just for having a difference of opinion for somebody, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be disrespectful, bro.
That's what I said last night. I said they don't dare come in here. Because, man, you guys wait till April 27th. It's draft night. Well, I'm not doing the draft because the Dolphins pick on the 28th. They got 3 picks. Okay. So the first round doesn't interest me at all. Well, that day, I will go all in on the Dolphin fan base. I have never seen a fan base in my life in any sport that doesn't hold their goddamn team accountable. These 2 men on Monday afternoon said what they need to say, and they told the truth. September 10th towards the starting quarterback. That's it. They cut everything down. And I'm looking at who I'm looking at. I'm looking at TD the other day. And he's doing a show. What's up, Third? He's doing a show.
What's up, brother? Third Ward.
He's doing a show, bro, on damn, it wasn't Tour. He did the tour show, but he did another show. And I'm looking at him like, bro, do you understand what the Dolphins did? Now, the Dolphins gave those guys a break. The K-Flexons, the TDs, CB83. He gave them a break the other day by firing the assistant coaches. He did that the other day. He threw the Dolphins PR department threw those guys a bone. But let's be honest. There's nothing to talk about. Am I right, Shake Money? Shake is on me. He dropped off. He's probably going somewhere else. I'm with you folks too. I'm here for the next 43 minutes, and then I'm gone. I'll see you all tomorrow at 1:30. And tomorrow, it's going to be late.
I'll see you Monday.
He ain't coming for the post-game show tomorrow night after Dallas and 49ers? I'm on tomorrow night after that game. Shake Money's back.
I'm on tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'm on tomorrow night after one. I already got the thumbnail up. I didn't put the thumbnail that's going to be the thumbnail. I'll do that tomorrow morning before I go on the air.
Yeah, I'll be on.
Be nice. And you people, let me do that for Mr. Miami. You people don't know tomorrow afternoon's thumbnail. Here it is. There it is, folks. Right there. That will be tomorrow's pregame show right there.
SummerSlam.
That's right.
There
you go, folks. Tomorrow, 1:30 Eastern time. I'll go 1:30 to kick off in that game. I will do a lot of Dallas tomorrow and San Francisco. I'll have the thumbnail for that game up tomorrow so you guys can see it. And then the post game show I'll be on at 10:15 Eastern time, and we will congratulate the winning team on both of these games. Jake, the question I was asking you, brother, is what is there to talk about with the Dolphins right now? Please tell me. If anything.
The defensive coordinator position, that's pretty much it.
I don't understand these Dolphin. I'm not even going to call them fanboy. I cannot understand these Dolphin content creators who don't get that the team shut themselves down. And they did it, I don't agree with it, but I understand why they did it. See, I know the Dolphins well. Like they did that shit so they don't have to hear anything back about Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers. They don't have to hear that shit now. They're out of all the conversations. Now, I will say this. If Brady gives Stephen Ross a phone call and say, "Lo, I'm available. You want me? Let's go." I think Stephen Ross would do it.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. And there's one caveat that I got to add to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that, okay, yeah, we if we're out of the quarterback race, for the love of God, I don't want to hear a report. Oh, we were in talks about trade talks with Aaron. Him and Green Bay are in trade talks with Aaron Rodgers. They come out and deny it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only to find out it was true all along. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I know
So,
where you're
like,
going. You're going with
right
them
now,
lying to the fan base again.
yeah. Like next week we're like, hey, because everybody hates Armando Salguero. Armando Salguero reports that there was trade talks between Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay and Miami. Everybody's like, no, that's fake news. Armando Salguero just hates the Dolphins, and then 3 weeks later it comes out it's true. I don't want to see.
Can I say this about Armando Salguero? Real talk. I go back with my man since 1997.
Who?
I can honestly say he, to me, and I used to go on his show every day and kick it with him and Chris Perkins. That guy, of all the Dolphin beat writers, he gets all the information. When he speaks, he's telling you the truth. Remember, he blew up Babygate. Remember? Bullygate. It was him.
I say, on Babygate, what's on?
Bullygate. I got it wrong, man. My mind's not there.
I say Babygate.
Hell yeah, they're making a mistake keeping Brandon Staley, bro. Hell yes.
And you know what's funny is, when I first started becoming a fan, I was one of those fanboys that like, no man, Armando Salguero does his clicks, but 9 out of 10 times he's right.
Hell yes, because you know what it is with him. I'm gonna tell you what it is with him, and every organization needs a guy like this in the media. When they tell him, Armando, because the Dolphins are the type of organization, there's a big divide. I'm not kidding, it's a big divide. That franchise is not united. Okay? You got the business side on one side, you got the football team operations on the other side, and they do not get along. So someone in the football side is going to tell Armando about what's going on in that locker room and upstairs. Remember when Armando broke it about what's our girl? She's in the NFL front office now. What's our sweetheart name? The Latina that was close to Joe Philbin.
Damn, God.
Yeah, she got hot. Yeah, she's the one who got fired or something like that.
Yeah, no, she didn't get fired. She left because the NFL gave her a bigger job. Donna Ponte. There you go. Donna Ponte. Everything Armando reported about Donna Ponte running shit there, he was right. And that blew up that entire front office. Ireland got fired. Joe Philbin was on the clock. That was real shit. That wasn't no lie. And what happened a year later? Week 4, when they lost to the Raiders in London. And that was a bad Raider team. Philbin got fired.
No, he got fired.
Became the coach.
He got fired when we got beat by the Jets, 41-14 in Miami.
No, I think he got fired when we lost in London.
Buffalo.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, exactly. We lost to the Raiders. We were 0-4. He got fired.
No, actually, we were 1-4. We had
1-4. Okay.
Yeah, we beat the Washington Commanders, but only because of Jarvis Landry's punt return.
Yeah, there you go.
We won it. We won in London. We beat the Raiders in that game.
No, we lost that game, bro.
We won 20-0. It wasn't the Raiders. It was New Orleans.
The Saints. That was the Saints.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost in London, 20-0.
Yeah.
Was it? Let me see.
Guys, I'm not always right. So you guys prove me. It's cool. I'm wrong, guys. You guys know that about me. I'm not one.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong too.
I don't beat my chest up here.
It's a 14 season.
Like a genius.
Actually,
it was 14.
Mace, that's one of the reasons I like coming here is because we both could be wrong, and we're not freaking doing big maps. Yeah.
No. Joe Philbin got fired in 15.
Oh, he got fired. It was 15. Okay, I was wrong. He got fired in 15. Yeah, that's right. Because we won the last game of the second to last game of the year at home to Minnesota, and Stephen Ross. We won that game, and Stephen Ross came into the locker room crying, and he said everybody's coming back.
It was 15 because
Yeah,
Joe
because in
Philbin.
14 he came into the locker room after the game. He was teary-eyed, but we beat the Vikings, and he's told the whole media everybody's coming back.
We was 0 and I think we lost to Buffalo. We got beat. And it was the Jets. It was 27-14 in Miami. We was 1-3.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I'm gonna say something to Shake. Shake, I appreciate that nice words you just said, man. I don't come up here thinking I know everything. People help me, and like people think that all I do is just chill all day. No, I'm busy looking at shit to talk about besides football. You know, I'm gonna do football up here. You know, we'll have our contest in February. Where would the free agent quarterbacks go? I counted the Green Bay situation is 2 guys, Love and Aaron. And then you got Mayfield, you got Brady, got Geno Smith, and you have Derek Carr, and you have one more guy, 7. Who's the 5th guy? Oh, Garner Minshew. Those are the 7 guys. And if you get all you can pick all the ones right, you're gonna get something real nice in your Cash App. And I'm not talking $10. So we'll have that contest. Who goes where? Where do they go?
And you know what's funny is this is ironic. This is a guy who's on Twitter. His name was Mr. Negative, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying that, look, 2 years in a row, we invested in high end backups, and we lost those games anyway. So we come to the conclusion it doesn't matter if you have a high end backup or a low end backup. If Tua doesn't play, we're going to lose. So the best thing to do is Skylar Thompson got some good, meaningful reps, right? So instead of investing $10 million in a backup, let's invest that in an O lineman or a linebacker. You know what I mean? Somewhere.
Well, let me say this to that. I agree with you to a degree. If that does happen and they announce that in May, you announce that now that we're going with Skylar as the backup. He gets all the reps, number 1 reps in training camp. Tua knows these guys. He proved that he can throw to these guys. But Skylar needs to work so the players can have confidence. Shake, I haven't talked to you since that game. How did you feel when Waddle had 3 bombs in his hands and he dropped them?
Yep, he needs to work on that jugs machine this offseason.
I was like, damn, you love Tua that much, but these balls were hitting you right in the basket and you couldn't hold on to them, bro? And that was a big difference in this game. Yo, look, let me put it to you this way. Miami are just a little slight below Buffalo. But the one thing as a Dolphin fan, we know we don't like moral victory. But one thing you have to admit now, when the weather is bad, Miami could play anywhere. They could play anywhere. And that's a damn good job by McDaniel. And he wore that sweatshirt that time when they was ready to go to Buffalo, because they knew the weather was going to be bad. He had that T-shirt. Cold weather don't bother.
I wish it was colder.
Yeah, I wish it was colder. That psychologically helped those guys going to Buffalo twice. And I think with Tua, they probably would have won. I will admit that. With Tua Tagovailoa, they probably would have won. All right, folks, we're half an hour to game time, so let me get into these 2 games today. I'll start with the game that's going to start in a half an hour. This game, to me, comes down to this. Can the Jaguar offensive line protect Sunshine, which is Trevor Lawrence, to the rest of you, in this cold weather? The snow has stopped a little bit. It's raining now in Kansas City, so it's going to be nasty weather. And the reason why I say that is if they can't protect them, the Chiefs' back seven is garbage.
Chiefs is the boringest team in the NFL.
I mean, this franchise better be glad they have Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. Because, bro, that Chief defense is always suspect, in my opinion. And on the other side, the question is going to be, because Jacksonville is the reverse from Kansas City. Jacksonville has a tremendous young front seven. Their secondary, Mahomes can pick apart. So what are you going to do with Mahomes? You're going to rush 4? You're going to rush 6? Because you're playing with poison, you're doing that. We all know the Chiefs don't have a running game. Unless McKinnon is going to do the jet sweep. I'm going to go Chiefs 34. I'll go 34-27 Kansas City. In a very, very entertaining game in bad weather. And the other game, this is my upset special of the weekend. I'm going to go with the football Giants. The reason? Philly's really banged up. They're just not letting everybody on. They are banged up. From the quarterback to the right tackle to the middle to the defensive tackle. They're banged up. Philadelphia. I think this is one of these games the Giants got to take their punch because Philly's going to come out swinging. And the Giants got the great equalizer, Saquon Barkley. He can catch it and he can run it. And Daniel Jones, look, I'll give him his due, but you're about to give this man $33 million a year? I'll go with the Giants 17. I'll go with the Giants 2017 over Philly. And we'll do tomorrow games tomorrow. Also, the Buffalo game, just like this Kansas City game, they're going to be playing in bad weather tomorrow in Buffalo. It's going to be nasty in Buffalo at kickoff. So, that's going to be a great. And one more weather game, people to know. It's supposed to be raining just like it was 30 years ago. When these two teams met in the NFC Championship game, it's going to be raining in San Francisco, in Santa Clara tomorrow night for the Niners and the Cowboys. Dallas won that game late with a 70-40-yard pass to Alvin Harper. Cowboys stunned the world that year. Went on to become a dynasty overnight.
30-27.
Cowboys caught lightning in a bottle. So, should be great tomorrow night. I know Raven Knight will be there. I'll be up here after the game tomorrow night. I'll take you overnight because I got nothing to do Monday for a change. So I'll take you overnight of that one. I'm going to be at Mom's house eating chicken and beef tacos tomorrow.
Dang.
And I'll be at Mom's house after I get off this in about 25 minutes. And Mom is making some hamburgers for me, and I'm going to have some chocolate chip ice cream, so it'll be all good.
Dang, he good, boy.
Hey, that's what happens when you go to Mom's house.
Yeah.
Oh, got Shake Money up here. Good audience in the sky. Thank you for coming, everybody. And of course, 305 is with me as always. Shake.
Yes, sir.
They stick with Skylar Thompson. I don't have a problem with it. I agree with you. My next question to you is, you like the young guy in San Francisco if they don't get Fangio? Or if they get Fazio, what would you think of the defense then?
Vic Fangio?
Yes, sir.
I think it'll be something to be reckoned with, because at the end of the day, I think everybody's going to become healthy. And man, he loves to utilize those the linebackers. You know, one thing about Fangio, he's front to back versus our former defensive coordinator, he was back to front like Bill Belichick. And I think the Dolphins have built their team that's front heavy and not back heavy now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I also would say this, and I had a feeling McDaniel's this type of coach. I get the feeling that if only Fangio is going to get this. Nobody, no other guy they bring in. If they do hire Fangio, you're going to see a different Mike McDaniel next year. And what you're going to see is he only going to give a damn about the offense. He ain't going to care about nothing else. Because he has complete confidence in Fangio to run the defense. What's up, James Brown? Good to see you, family. Who we got today? I'm going to go Chiefs in a close one, and I'm going to go the Giants with a complete upset over Philly. Philly is really banged up. There goes my picks, family. But yeah.
I might go with Jacksonville.
Okay. Wouldn't surprise me. Nobody said that to you guys last night. Chiefs are very suspect.
And you know what?
Yeah, go ahead, family. Go ahead, Archie.
No, you know what made me think? I agree with you because if you think about when Brian Flores' defense was the best, when we had Chan Gailey, he didn't have to worry about the offense, so he was able to focus more on the defense. When he had the co-offensive coordinators, he was focusing on offense and defense. And he had a good offensive coordinator like a seasoned veteran like Chan Gailey running the offense. His last year, the defense wouldn't have fell by the wayside. I think I agree with you.
I just look at McDaniel, and if he gets, I know he wants Fangio real bad. According to the story I read, he gets Fangio, bro. You're going to see a different Mike McDaniel, and I'm going to tell you right now, whoever the offensive coordinator, it will be hell on earth for him if he screws up.
To my your arch enemy.
Yes, it'll be hell on earth for my good friend Daryl Bethel. No, I hate that, man.
We stuck with him too. Till 1969.
You crazy.
Actually, Bebo is the quarterback's coach. Our offensive coach is Frank Smith.
And then both of them will take heat because let's say this guy gets hurt and we're going with Skylar. He's gonna blame the quarterback coach and the offensive coordinator. He ain't gonna take the blame for that. He's not gonna take the blame for it. And the media who likes McDaniel, who talks like a geek, he gets Vic Fangio. You're gonna get a different young man as the coach next year. I'm not kidding. You'll see a different dude.
And pick 6 touchdowns.
You're gonna see a coach that is gonna be a tyrant if he doesn't see things perfect. That ping pong table, he'll probably break it with his own hands if things ain't going well.
That ping pong table gone.
Shit. Well, you know they're gonna bring it back for the guys to start the year. You know, all these teams do that, bro. Now, my opinion on the team, I said it last night. Right now, I have no opinion about them right now. Now, I come back if they hire Vic Fangio, then I'll do a whole show on him. I'm not kidding. I'll do a whole 3-4 hours on him and the Dolphin defense. If they hire him. Okay? That's how I feel. That important. And thank God they did show up last week in Buffalo. I commend the Dolphins for their last 2 games in Buffalo. They deserve a lot of credit for that. Just came up short, that's all. I think the first game, though, come on. Me and Mr. Miami watched it up here, Shake. Josh Allen fumbled that 2-point conversion.
And the refs.
Of course, yeah. And I'm not one of these guys that whines about my team. I just tell it like it is. So, we are 20 minutes from Kansas City.
2023 Revenge Tour.
And if you're a Dolphin fan, Trust me.
And like I said, if they hire Chris Kacerik, they're gonna try to sell you that he made Nick Bosa into who he was. Because at the end of the day, when we got that tight ends coach, they try to get him with, look, he helped George Kittle. When we got the quarterbacks coach, he helped Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, so bullshit and so forth and so forth. So
I will hold the Dolphin media over a fire. And if they do say that about Vin Fangio, that's a lie, because Fangio's with the team that had Patrick Willis. He was coaching in Denver in 2018. Again, more lies for the Dolphins.
No, I'm talking about if they hire that guy Chris Kacerik.
Okay. Yeah, I can see them throw that bullshit.
Well, he helped Nick Bosa out when he was a young rookie and blase.
And you know what I'll say to that? BS. Bosa was a beast at Ohio State. You know what Bosa was a beast? When Jason Taylor taught him how to play at St. Thomas Aquinas.
For a lot of them.
Yeah, and I guarantee you they'll find a soundbite of Nick Bosa saying something good, nice about him. You see, look, this is what Nick Bosa had to say about his coach.
And you know what Jason Taylor will say behind closed doors? Stop the cap. I taught that boy at St. Thomas Aquinas. What are you talking about? Knowing the Dolphins, they will go that route. I'm serious. They will go that route because that's a feel-good story for everybody in the community. Everybody will feel good about that. They just don't talk about it because they didn't hire the guy yet. But if they get Fangio, that's another thing they don't have to talk about no more. You know he's going to handle the defense. And he's a hard-ass coach to begin with. So, folks, I like Kansas City, 34-27. And I love the Giants pulling off the upset tonight. I'll be on 132. I may come on a little earlier. It depends on what mood I am tomorrow after I have lunch. I'm going to make me a little spare rib tomorrow, Mr. Miami, for lunch.
No ribs. Ugh.
I forgot you don't like pork here.
I'm a hawk. Chicken hawk. Bird in this house.
The kid, Tony, who went from the Giants to the Chiefs, how is that working out?
You still with him?
Oh, yeah. Tony's played well with Kansas City.
Hey, by the way, I wasn't a rib guy until I started drinking wine. And you, in my opinion, you pair the right wine with the right ribs, that shit is off the chain.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm not kidding. Now that the football season's over, I'm going to take a Saturday afternoon and I'm going to have you as my guest. And we're going to go down the list. What food goes with what wine? I think that'll be a phenomenal show.
Yeah, for sure. Just let me know, man.
Yeah, I'll let you know way in advance, so you don't have to worry.
Yeah. So I can make a pairing list and everything.
Yeah, I'm serious about this. I just, I'm a food guy. That's why I was 300 pounds most of my life. You ready, Mr. Miami?
Yeah.
Here we go.
The ham.
Get ready to fall off the chair. Hey, what's Chubby at? Oh, hey, Chubby. I just made a delicious ham. It's the first time I ever made ham in this place. And I have cherry and pineapple juice all over it. And I'm going to cut you a couple pieces, put on the club roll with hot spicy mustard. I'll bring it up to you with some fries. And you tell me how it is, Chubby.
Damn, boy, you love that title, huh? I would too.
He was the only person that called me that name. Oh, him and
MVP.
The honky tonk man too.
He called you that too?
Yeah.
What MVP called you?
Yeah, he called me that too, MVP. Yeah. At Best Buy, he was there. And he was serious, bro. He was treating everybody like the character he was, bro. He was a real prick to the fans, bro. But for my nephew, he treated my nephew great, man. He said, yo, brother, for what it's worth, you done a hell of a job with this boy. I said, thank you, man. Gave me the brother's handshake. And he said, "You want to stay behind the velvet ropes?" I asked my nephew, "You want to stay?" He said, "Nah, I'm ready to go home. I met this great wrestler." MVP put a smile on, then he went right back to being the asshole he is. Yo, didn't I tell you I don't want no little punk coming near me, messing up my shoes? Bro, everybody saw through that shit. They were all laughing, man.
Don't tell me you got married that day.
No, I didn't get mad at all. I'll tell you what happened that day. Real talk. Remember the story I told you about Roddy Piper?
Yeah.
I told it to them. You should have seen the look on those wrestling fans' faces. That was a true story. I was in South Jersey. If you want to meet the wrestlers or pro athletes, the best place to meet them is at not comic book conventions or horror conventions, especially horror conventions. Because those horror fools don't give a damn about superstar wrestlers or athletes. No lie. They're so into Rob England. And I told you guys about Rob England, the young woman I was with. She wasn't doing well. And I took her down there, just to meet all these people because she was into horror movies. And when I met Rob England, I met him first. I told him, I said, "Bro, for what it's worth." I said, "For what it's worth. I love you. I told him, you did your best. You did your best acting as Willie and V." He said, "You remember that?" I said, "Oh, hell yeah." I said, "Every time the V Marathon comes on Sci-Fi Channel, I watch those 10 hours. He was like, "Can I do anything for you?" Yeah, that's Freddy Krueger, Iman. He said, "Can I do anything for you?" I said, "Yeah. Can you take a picture with her? She's not doing well. She had cancer, He said, "Sure, anything, man." Took a picture with her. And he gave me the brother's handshake. Oh, he hates his fans. He told me, "I can't stand these fools wearing claws. What the hell is wrong with these?" I was on the floor.
Dang.
Then I left the woman I was with her, and you know who I went to go meet because he was all by himself. God bless his soul. Hot Rod, Roddy Piper.
I do like Roddy Piper.
I have 45 minutes with Roddy Piper by myself, bro.
Roddy Piper,
that's cool, bro.
He was did you know he was in TNA?
I didn't know that. Hey, Shake.
Yeah.
Shake, you there?
I'm here.
Tell him what I have to prove that I'm not lying. Tell him, Mr. Miami. I showed it to you and Tony.
Receipts.
There you go.
Receipts?
Yes, sir.
Receipts.
So I'm telling you guys this is true shit. This is not made up stuff, fellas. I got the receipts, as Miami would say. So me and him talking, chilling, and I brought up a couple of things. One of the things I brought up with him was Jimmy Snuka with the pineapple. And he started laughing. He said Vince was a effed up bastard for doing that skit.
Yep, he was in TNA, Roddy Piper, and
must have been the early years. I wasn't there when there was the early years.
Like I say about 2000 and gotta be in the 2000s.
Let me tell you something. And Iman should fly back to New York when they have the big comic book convention at not the comic book, the horror convention at the damn, I forgot that hotel in Jersey. Because they have it there every year, bro. And bro, if there's any giants there or wrestlers there, go. Because no one's gonna be around them. And you may get your autograph or selfie taken with that person for free. Because they're frustrated, nobody's around them. Remember, the promoter pays these guys up front. But it does bother them a little bit when no one's there to see them, bro. I forgot that female wrestler from TNA. And she was, I forgot her name back then. She was at that convention. She was pissed. She was like, "Why the F do they have me here?" So I can see, who plays Iron Man again?
Who's that?
Who plays Iron Man in the movies? Robert Downey Jr.?
Robert Downey Jr.
He was there that day. Me and my nephew walked right past him. Yeah, we walked right past him.
Yep. CM Punk was in TNA.
I remember that.
The early years.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was there that day, Iman. Real talk. I didn't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? But the coolest wrestler my nephew ever met, and when he called me into the room to meet him too, was Jeff Hardy, bro. All the parents said, "Damn, he really must like your nephew." And he waved me over, and he said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Good." He said, "You got a phenomenal nephew here."
And Kirk Henley.
And I said, "Oh, I wish I would have met him." Talk about the good old days. Bobby Heenan, Kurt Hennig, Ric Flair. God bless all three of you.
Ric Flair still living.
Yeah, I know.
Bobby Brain Eaton and Kurt Henley.
Yo, I'm not kidding. When I found out Kurt Hennig died, bro, I stopped everything. I was watching baseball, I think. When he died, bro, I just stopped and put my head down. I started crying, bro. And you know I love Bobby Heenan. When Heenan, I saw two different interviews. Heenan when he was healthy, and then Heenan when he lost everything, bro. And that broke my heart. Ric Flair said the same thing. Ric Flair said he never had more fun in professional wrestling working with Bobby Heenan and Kurt Hennig.
Facts.
And he broke down about Bobby Heenan. He loved Bobby Heenan. Yeah. I love Guerrero too, bro. I remember Guerrero from Nitro when he was young.
I saw Eddie Guerrero that year. It was about a couple months before he passed. It's like that with what's that dude name? He Brian is it Brian Pillman? I saw him before a couple months before he passed.
All right, everybody's picking Kansas City. NBC is going off the air. The Jaguars are wearing their throwbacks today.
The throwbacks?
Yep.
From the 90s?
No, from the Jones Drew days. That was Brian Leftwich days. So, Eddie Guerrero for you. Eddie Guerrero passed away here in Minneapolis. I was living at the time. Crazy how things work. Yeah. When I found out Eddie Guerrero died, my nephew wasn't watching wrestling, but all of his Latino friends were. And he said throughout his school, all the kids were crying. And I cried too. And I found that Eddie Guerrero died, I cried too. But when Benoit did the crazy shit he did, that broke my heart, man. I was in shock, bro. I couldn't move. I'm like, what the fuck? That's exactly what I said when Benoit did his craziness. I was like, bro, your own son? You did the fucking claw too?
Like I found out when Eddie Gilbert died. I said, what?
Yeah, man. Look, like, did I grow up a wrestling fan like all you guys did? Yes, I did. I don't think wrestling is, yeah, monster that Benoit shit was wild. It was, bro. And then to see these fucking moron doofus wrestling fans on CNN, I said wrestling is ruined. I said, Vince, you better cut this shit out right now, letting your doofy ass, grown ass. That's the one thing like wrestling. When you go to the arena, you're gonna see this everywhere. You're gonna get grown ass men acting like children, talking like doofuses, bro. And then you wonder why these guys don't get women. Oh my God!
It's like when Sean Taylor got murdered. That was a shock. That was a shock of the day.
Miami. The week before it came out, they was going after him, bro. That shit was everywhere. But here was the problem with our boy. Yeah, wrestling is on life support. Here's the problem with our boy. the media portrayed him as a fucking thug.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, his father is a commander on the Miami PD. What the F you talking about?
Well, you know what's funny is I remember when Richard Sherman went on that rant to Michael Crabtree, that everybody in the media was calling him a thug.
But when they found out how educated he was, they stayed quiet. And to make it up to him, they made him a bigger star than what he really was. I mean, I'm going to say something, and I hope Miami fans forgive me for this. I saw this buffoonery happening to the Dolphins in the future. I really did. Once Marino lost his legs, bro, and then you got Dave Wannstedt in the wings, I said, this shit's going to fall to pieces, bro. Now, Ricky gave us hope. But once Ricky did his AWOL shit with the weed, and bro, if Saban only knew the salary cap, we would have been all right. You know, I think, I'm not lying. I think you guys will see, if he hires Fangio, you're going to see a different Mike McDaniel this year, fellas.
Revenge tour.
And it's going to be a Mike McDaniel that, how can I say this? You know how cool Kyle Shanahan is? As a head coach, he's kind of cool, chilling all the time. You'll see the opposite from Mike McDaniel, bro. He's going to be a fucking maniac on the sidelines, bro. I'm not joking. He's going to be yelling and screaming at dudes, bro. Now, me, I'll love it. Because that tells me he's into it. But I think if he gets Fangio, he could be a different coach, bro. He's not going to give an F about anything but the offense. And I feel sorry for Skylar Thompson if he starts, because he's going to be in his ass every day. Tua will be okay, but Skylar Thompson, with that man, and he don't have to worry about a damn thing but offense, shit, bro. Good luck with that, bro.
I can see Tula retire.
We're not going to talk about that into the future, bro, because they already made their announcement. You know.
So
yeah, he always Skip Bayless. Remember, I'm better in life than you. And on that note, I'm getting out of here. I'll see you all tomorrow afternoon. But before I go, Iman, you know I picked the Giants today. Me and you got the Giants today. Who you got in KC and Jacksonville? Shake, who you got in these two games today?
I got Kansas City and whoever's playing the Giants.
Okay, you got Philly. What about you, Mr. Miami?
I got Jacksonville. I got Jacksonville in an upset.
Okay.
And I got the second team, the second game, two teams I can't not.
That's why I'm going to sleep early.
Let me see one of Mason's numbers. How am I gonna do this? I'm just gonna be on the bye. I'm just gonna
skip it.
I'm just gonna skip it. Skip. I ain't gonna even watch second game. I got movies.
There you go. Iman has the Cowboys +4. He has his Giants 7.5, and he has Buffalo Cincinnati over 49.
Yeah.
Who you got in this game today, Iman?
For today? Oh man. I would love to see Jacksonville sneak in and kill it, but I think Kansas City should squeeze it out. Yeah, I
agree with you.
I think they'll go for the AFC title game.
Well, it's going to be bad. There was snowing earlier. Expect more snow and rain in Kansas City. In Buffalo tomorrow, snowing and raining in Orchard Park. And in San Francisco tomorrow night, raining during that game.
Oh, man.
It will remind Cowboy fans of 30 years ago when they won their first NFC title under Jimmy Johnson. The only game that's going to be a nice weather is the Giants and the Eagles, 48 degrees at kickoff.
Jimmy Johnson, the legend.
Let's go Giants, but man.
I got the Giants today, too, pulling off the upset.
Yeah,
There's
man.
something
I'm
about Philly I don't
bro.
like.
If the Cowboys don't win, man, I think they not getting to a Super Bowl, bro. If you can't beat a rookie quarterback, man.
Dallas loses tomorrow, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not
man.
kidding.
I
Dallas
think they
loses
can pull it
tomorrow.
out. I think Dallas can win it in a close one. Purdy is
Okay.
good, but he's a rookie. You know,
I'll
and
deal with tomorrow games tomorrow. But Raven said, "Fuck the Jags and Eagles." Folks, I'm out of here for Shake
It's like
Money, for
it's like
Iman
that.
Perry, for
It's like
305, for Raven Knight in the chat. Thank you for being here, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. And Buffalo and Cincinnati and the Niners and the Cowboys, 1:30 Eastern time, give you 90 minutes to give them a pregame. And then tomorrow night after the Cowboy games, I'll be on at 10:15. You guys could come in here, and we'll recap the two games tomorrow night. Go Chiefs. Now let me sit back and enjoy my
cool.
wins.
Thank you,
Peace,
man.
fam.
it's
There you
like
go,
that.
Raven.
It's like that with the New England clam chowders. Fuck them clam chowders.
There you go. Everybody, I love you. Enjoy your football, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon, everybody. You guys were great, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys, man. You guys didn't have to come up here this afternoon, but I appreciate both of you.